What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, and today we're going to be talking more Hogwarts Legacy and what I would love to see the most in this game. Now, some stuff's already been confirmed, some stuff we are still kind of in the mystery. I'm kind of going to, I guess, put all together what I think would be the ultimate open world RPG Harry Potter game would be for me anyways. So I'm not going to put these in any particular order. I'm just going to kind of list off exactly what I want to see in this game. Some of this stuff might already be confirmed, and if it is, please let me know. Some of the, if I don't already know that it's confirmed. So anyways, without further ado, let's get on into it. And number one, I think I have to talk about right away is Quidditch. This is completely unconfirmed. However, it looks like they've been hinting and teasing at this in the last two trailers slash state of play. So in the trailer, they kind of showed off a little bit. You see some students in some like Quidditch gear, also using a broomstick and everything. It kind of looks like they're getting ready to go through some sort of practice or something for Quidditch, since that's what it kind of looks like. And also in the state of play, we saw a student on a broomstick and Quidditch gear as well, with the Quidditch pitch right behind them, which was also an awesome shot as well, which also gave us hope. We also see that we are going to have, it looks like it is going to be some sort of broom flying class. Although it's probably not for Quidditch specifically, it will show us how to fly on a broomstick to get around the world more easier. However, I want to see the actual game of Quidditch, and I think that would be awesome. And one of the one of the things that a lot of people are unsure about, but they also is the biggest request right now, is for Quidditch to be in the game. Now, it would be one thing if Quidditch was in the game. However, I would think it would be even cooler if they added the detail where we could choose what position we play as well. Do you want to be a chaser? Do you want to be a beater? You want to be a seeker, or, the keeper? Any of those positions would be available. I think they could easily make it to where they could make any of those available. If it is just one position, say they go cliche with us and make us a seeker no matter what, that would kind of be like a little bit like, because I think would like to be a keeper or a chaser, honestly, if I was to actually choose what position I play in Quidditch. But as long as Quidditch is in the game, I'll be pretty happy. But the ultimate goal that I would love to see is to see Quidditch in the game, but you also get to choose for your position. You get to play through the game and try and win the Quidditch Cup. I think that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. But Quidditch obviously is the number one thing that we're all hoping is in the game, but it hasn't been 100% confirmed because they haven't shown any gameplay of Quidditch, but they've kind of hinted at it. And I think they are going to reveal it eventually if it is in the game. And these guys have a lot of passion for this game, and I would not doubt that it's in the game. If it's not in the game, maybe a future DLC could be a thing as well, but Quidditch is one of my biggest things I would love to see in the game. Coming up next is obviously the unforgivable curses. We have one already confirmed with Avada Kedavra. We are going to be able to use the killing curse. However, I would love to see the other curses as well, the Cruciatus curse and the Imperius curse, and I think they can implement those into the game fairly easily. With the Imperius curse, you could easily make it a mechanic to where you can use it on your enemies, and then they'll become your allies for a short period of time and help you. With the Cruciatus, if you're trying to get information from somebody, you can choose to use the Cruciatus curse to do this. But I think there should also be consequences and risk to using these spells, because obviously I believe if you use these spells, it's a one-way ticket to Azkaban. So you definitely don't want to get caught using these spells. So if you get caught using these spells, you could get into a lot of trouble, and there's a big risk factor there if you are using these spells. However, it does make it easier to get through your task, but again, big risk that you could somehow end up in Azkaban maybe, or something, But being a fifth year, I don't know what the laws are in the wizarding world for using a killing curse at the age of 15, but I guess maybe they'll answer that in the game if that is the case. So, but yeah, all 3 unforgivable curses. 1 is already confirmed, but I'm hoping the other 2 will also be available as well. I think that would be something that would be nice to have. If you're gonna have 1, you might as well have the other 2. So, and I think you can implement them into the game fairly simply, fairly easy. So, but those are some of the spells, and there's also other spells that I would also love to see in the game as well besides those. But the third thing, obviously, that I want in this game, obviously, is exploration. This is basically already confirmed too, so we can explore Hogwarts, we can explore outside of Hogwarts, but my main thing that I want to explore, and I am hoping is in the game that still isn't actually really confirmed, is Diagon Alley. I think Diagon Alley needs to be in this game as well, because it's just part of the magic. When we first start off, I hope that we can go to Diagon Alley to get our school supplies. A lot of people think it might just be in Hogsmeade, which Hogsmeade's great too. I love having Hogsmeade, but I think it would also be a great idea to have Diagon Alley as well. And they haven't fully shown it off. We are in Diagon Alley technically in some of these shots. We do end up somehow in Gringotts. We can see that the vaults, the little rail system is in the game where we can travel to vaults. I don't know if that's just for a specific mission maybe, but you also see Gringotts in the reflection of when they're talking about this ancient magic. You can actually see it in the reflection of some weird sequence that's going on at the beginning of the state of play. In the reflection, you actually see the Gringotts spot, and that's about it that we see of Diagon Alley in total. So I don't know if maybe with the Goblin Rebellion, maybe Gringotts is currently shut down or something like that. We'll have to see how the story plays out, and maybe Diagon Alley is not available to us because of all that, but I still want to see Diagon Alley. I think Diagon Alley is a very crucial part to having an open world RPG game like this, and I would love to see us get our school supplies, and maybe the Goblin Rebellion starts while we're trying to get our school supplies and we have no access to Gringotts or something. I don't know. We'll have to see how all that plays out, but I hope certain locations are in the game that we can explore, and one of those is going to be Diagon Alley for me. I want to be able to travel to Diagon Alley because it is fire. It's part of the experience when you're starting at Hogwarts. You got to go to Diagon Alley first, get your school supplies. That's just how it is. Where are you going to find everything? I mean, I guess, again, Hogsmeade is probably another option, but because I think it is confirmed there is an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade, and there is also in Diagon Alley, obviously, but there's also everything a lot of stuff that you need is in Hogsmeade, so which is the nearby village to Hogwarts. So, also, another thing I would like to see that I think is also going to be happening is a lot of caves, dungeons, and stuff like that. I think this is easily something that is for sure going to be in the game. But, of course, you always wonder, like, is there going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of these in the game? But I think a lot of people pointed out on the maps, it looks like there's a lot of key points that show that is like some sort of cave or dungeon section as well, which will be cool. I hope there's a lot of puzzles. I'm hoping to have a lot of puzzles and stuff to have to solve, and it sounds like there will be, and this is going to be interesting and cool that I think will also be in the game as well. So another thing is obviously with the houses and everything, a lot of people want there to be a quiz, and it sorts you that way. However, I'm kind of on the side where I'm like, I'm okay with if there's a quiz, but I'm also would not there. I think they have confirmed that you just choose your house when you get in there, and I'm totally okay with that. Most of the people playing this game probably already know what house they're in. So to need to take another quiz that you've already technically taken on like Pottermore or something is kind of unnecessary. I don't think you need to take it. I think you're fine with just choosing, That way when I do another playthrough, I don't need to select the right answers. If I want to try and do a different playthrough on a different house, you can just select the house. I kind of am on the side of just selecting your house, and I think that's what they're going to do. Again, you should already know what house you're in. If not, go take the quiz online and figure out what house you're in. It's not that hard. I know a lot of people want the immersion, and again, if you already know what house you're in, you know, it's fine. I'm fine with it just picking. I mean, remember, Harry just chose where he wanted to be, and he just asked the Sorting Hat to be in Gryffindor, basically. Kind of. He actually was saying anything but Slytherin. But anyways, that's besides the point. Anyways, going on to the next section is, I think, for this game in particular, I would love to see us be able to design our wands. So when we do get to where we get our wand, it's obviously the wand chooses the wizard, but I would still love to be able to make my wand look the way I want it to. If it has certain elements like dragon heartstring, you know, phoenix feathers, whatever, that's awesome, but I want to be able to design what mine looks like. I have a very you know, I'm stylish. I like to be able to style my wand the way I want. So, you know, I want to be able to style it any which way I want. You know, that'd be kind of cool. If not, it's not a huge game changer for me because I understand the wand chooses the wizard. It's not always it's unclear why, but you know, but it'd still be cool to be able to make it look the way we want. You know, but anyways, that's just kind of a smaller thing, but I think it would be awesome to see that in the game. Now, going to probably my final point here. There's probably a lot more points I could get into that I might remember later on, and if I do forget any, or any that you guys want to see, make sure you comment down below if I missed anything important that you guys really want to see as well. So going into this last one was that I think we should have a lot of classes, and they should not be skipped. Here's how I think these classes are going to work. You're basically going to use these classes to learn new spells, new abilities, and that's what the form of the classes are going to be. That is why you need to attend these classes, so you can learn all these spells that you need for combat and your skills and potions and stuff like that. You're going to need all that stuff for your journey, and when you go through the story, you're going to need to learn all of these spells. So you're not going to want to skip classes. I think there could be I think it would be awesome to be able to choose whatever you do, and it's going to change the way the game works. So if you choose to go to class, you're going to learn all the spells, you're going to be able to master your spells, and as long as it's not repetitive, I think you can do multiple classes, like, say, you know, that I do charms, and then the next day of charms is going to be different, and there's different mechanics each and every time. I think it would be cool that you go through like different puzzles and stuff using that charm. We did that a lot in the older games, and I think that would be a really cool mechanic, and it's actually kind of fun. So to solve those puzzles when you're trying to learn these spells, I think it's actually really cool. And there could be consequences. I think it would be awesome if there's consequences for skipping classes. So if you skip a class, you get detention, or you get in a lot of trouble, and you don't learn that spell for the day. You know, that could be a thing, but I mean, you could end up learning it and figuring it out yourself. There could be another way, a little loophole to where you can go figure it out, but I think for the most part, classes are definitely going to be important, and I think to be able to choose whether or not to be able to go to class, attend class, or skip it because you have something else you want to do, or something else you need to do as well, is definitely something that's going to work out. So that is so far my things that I really want to see in the game. I think Quidditch is on the top there for me, but if I missed anything, please leave a comment down below. I'm sure I missed a lot of stuff, and there's so many things that we want in this game, but there's a lot of stuff that's already been confirmed as well. But again, leave in the comment section below what you think should be in this game as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or live stream, whichever it may be. Have a great day and even cooler tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks, and goodbye.